Ascent's good.
Where's my cheese grater?
Ma'am, this fasten seatbelt sign is still on. Please stay seated.
No, I want my cheese grater.
We're gonna have a problem here.
I already have a problem. I don't know where you put my new cheese grater.
Because it belongs on the damn counter, doesn't it? Call the air marshal. Alright, guys, I'll be back in a little bit. Give me about... I'm gonna eat some food and stuff. Give me about 20 minutes. So...
Hi, I'm Matt Mellis. I'm an aerospace engineer for NASA, and I worked on the shuttle program for a good number of years. And I'm here with my colleague today, Kevin Burke, who participated in the acquisition and deployment of the 30 or so clips that you're going to see in just a few minutes. Now, and Kevin, thanks for being here today.
Glad to be here, Matt.
What you're going to see is what I consider to be the best of the best state-of-the-art imagery on both film and high-definition video that the Space Shuttle program is capable of producing today. And not only does it serve a technical purpose, and we'll get into a lot of that detail as we get into the movies here, but it also serves as an enormous inspirational and educational aspect for all of NASA's stakeholders. There's a number of intents that we have for this production, and one of them is to pay tribute and commemorate the shuttle program, which has essentially been a 30-year program, and it's nearing completion as we go to final print with this production. We also want to pay tribute to the men and women that made all of this imagery possible over the years of different missions and launches that we've had. And also to give a view that not very many people see outside the NASA family of these fantastic pictures that are used largely for engineering purposes, and to let everyone on the outside of the NASA family have insight as to what goes on with the shuttle when it launches. I think this is a very moving set of clips that you're about to see. We're opening here with this somewhat stylized view of one of the launch sequences that actually is going to play out in the upcoming clips. And I've got a little soft focus on it, and thought we would open it up with a couple of fun facts about the shuttle. It really is an amazing piece of equipment. It has phenomenal amount of fuel that it burns over the 8 minutes during its trip to orbit. And when they get up there, in that short 8 minutes, they're going about 5 miles a second, which is a pretty spectacular achievement for a piece of machinery. So this is how it all happens. This is how the machine does its job, and the film speaks volumes.
This is camera view E19. We commonly refer to this as Echo 19. And it's a 16 millimeter camera with a 10 millimeter field of view for the lens, the focal length of the lens. And it's running at 400 frames a second. So the effective shutter speed is really 1/1200th of a second.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I mean, this is all a slow motion event. And basically you're going to see the 6 seconds prior to launch of the vehicle as the space shuttle main engines turn on. Now, the purpose of this camera, they all have different purposes. Most of these, if not all of these cameras that you're going to see in this production are engineering cameras to look for different engineering aspects of the launch process. And so the purpose of this one is to check to make sure ignition is going off okay, which is what you're seeing here. Main engine start is just happening, and you can see the engines are starting one at a time. This particular camera looks at engines number 1 and 3, right? Is that what this is?
Yep.
And so you can see them, they're starting to fire up. Those sparkers that you see are there to make sure that any unburned hydrogen gets ignited before it floats around and collects in some place where it can ignite later and cause problems. Again, you're seeing the engines sort of turn on here. And so we're roughly coming into about 5 seconds before liftoff. The computers are checking and validating that everything's a-okay, and there's a little bit of a pitch over that the whole vehicle does as a consequence of these engines thrusting off the center of gravity. And when the whole vehicle snaps back and is straight up in the air, the engines or the boosters ignite and the whole thing takes off. Great photography here. I mean, you can see all this flow phenomenon going on inside the engines. Now, the space shuttle main engines are burning hydrogen and oxygen, and I'll talk about some of the fun facts about that later on in some of the other clips that you're going to see. But here you can see the engines have stabilized and everything is a-okay. And in just a few moments, you'll see the boosters fire off. Did we talk about the time code? I can't remember. So.
No, we haven't talked about the time code. The time code that you'll see, the LED display on the right-hand side, is actually positioned between the two sprockets on the 16 millimeter frame. And the time code is UTC time code. It's an IRB format. And you'll see that it's 21 hours, being UTC at 5:02 p.m. local time, 2 minutes, 11 seconds. And the three digits that are moving in the upper right-hand corner would be representing a thousandth of a second. The solid number 1, the second digit from the top, is indicating the synchronization of the camera as more of a technical parameter. And that is on every camera to synchronize the field of view, synchronize the time.
This is pretty cool. You can see some of the oxygen, that cloud of vapor there was from the oxygen fuel umbilical. Of course, the solid rocket boosters have now ignited, and the whole vehicle is lifting off the pad. And you can see sort of the glory of this moment. I mean, there's an enormous amount of fuel being burned. One little thing that I love is if you look at the sky in the background, and this was a very clear day. These pictures were selected, or these movies were selected because of the wonderful photography that we got on this day. And you can see the sky deep into this dark blue, and that's because, as Kevin will talk later on, that we got into color correction that we do post launch to make sure that we're capturing all of these the events that are going on, all of the flow events. So here the vehicle is clearing the pad, and we're on our way.
This view that you're seeing here is camera E8 or Echo 8, and it's a 16 millimeter camera with a 10 millimeter lens.
Yeah, you can see the boosters now coming off the pad, and one of the amazing things that a lot of folks don't know about the shuttle is bolted to the mobile launch platform is it's basically through 4 bolts on each solid rocket booster. And the intent of these cameras is to watch that bolt, which is an explosive nut bolt arrangement, and the bolt weighs about 100 pounds, I should say. And these nuts fracture and the bolts slap down into a holder that you're actually sort of seeing in the foreground here, and they literally release the vehicle from the pad and allow it to take off. So for obvious reasons, we have a camera on each one of these explosive hold down posts, and to make sure that they're operating, they're a critical aspect to the launch process. We want to make sure that they're operating good. So you can see that puff of smoke coming out, and actually if you want to put the remote on a frame by frame stop action, you can actually see the flash as it explodes. Now, Kevin, here's where you guys really did a fantastic job of capturing the detail in the plume through this automatic aperture on the cameras. You want to talk about that a bit?
Sure. Many of the 16 millimeter cameras that are on the MLP and pad structure have an automatic exposure control. It's the only real way to keep the exposure, the high dynamic range exposure, from pre-ignition of the SRBs through the liftoff out of the frame of view. So the camera has basically an automatic exposure.
Right. Now look at the sky on the left thing, and see how it gets dark. Actually, on both sides, you can see how it turns that deep blue. That's the automatic aperture in action right there, right?
Allowing it to see the detail in the pad structure and also in the flame.
Yeah. I mean, when you see a launch in real life, you can't see any detail with the naked eye in the plume. It's just like looking into the sun almost. It's so bright. We can see some of the water from the launch pad. There's a cooling water that comes out. We'll talk about that later. That's splashing onto this quartz protective glass that the camera's behind. Of course, they're in these explosion-proof containers, right, to keep the cameras safe and sound. Cameras were harmed in this in the making of this movie.
That's right. The cameras are in an explosion-proof box, which is nitrogen purged, and the quartz glass on the front protects the lens. In most cases, there are some cases where there's damage, and if that's the case, the lenses will be repolished, reground, or whatever's necessary to bring them back into optimal condition. Well, Matt, this next view coming up is Echo 18 or camera 18, and it's a 10 millimeter lens. And looking at the TSM or the tail service mast carrier disconnect.
Yeah, the umbilicals, there's one on each side of the orbiter, one for the liquid oxygen fueling and one for the liquid hydrogen fueling. Those are primary purposes. You can see there's a lot of other instrumentation on these things in feed lines. But these cameras, their intention is to make sure we get good retraction of this. And there's actually a huge 20,000-pound mast that pulls these things inside the tail service mast for the door to slam shut and protect them from the hostile environment on the outside. Now these umbilicals are about 4 feet wide by 6 foot tall, so you don't really get a sense of scale when you're looking at these in these movies. But they're as big as an average-sized human being, so they're quite large.
One of the interesting photographic challenges that we run into in photographing the TSM carrier disconnect from the inside of the tail service mast is once that door closes, it's pitch black in there. So there's a set of series of tungsten lamps that provide illumination, and the vibrations, the tremendous amount of vibrations that are induced during the liftoff, really rattle those lights, and keeping them from having those bulbs break has been quite a challenge. In fact, they are in the process of changing those lights over to the new LED arrays that provide more stability and less frequency of having the bulbs go out before the film runs out.
They're a lot more robust to that kind of environment.
Okay, Matt, this is Echo 001, and this is one of the 4 cameras on the edges of the MLP deck. This camera happens to be on the northeast corner of the MLP deck, and it's a 16 millimeter camera, as all the ones on the MLP are, and 10 millimeter focal length. It's a wide angle view, and the effective shutter speed is about 1/1200th of a second.
For our viewers, you can see that we pulled a little bit away back from the vehicle now. We're taking a little bit of a wider view. There's the SSMEs just firing off there, and you can see the plume in the background growing. In fact, if you look carefully against the plume there, you can see a couple of cameras. Why don't you mention what those are, Kev?
Those are some MOTV cameras, operational television cameras that are used for surveillance of the vehicle. They and are piped back live to the launch control complex. The signals.
So the SSMEs are firing. You can actually see the launch tower on the right-hand side of the screen. And again, they go on for about 6 seconds. Computers are making sure that everything's working. And at T-0, those boosters are going to fire, and you'll see a big puff of smoke come out of the flame trench there, and it'll get sucked back down in as the boosters come off the pad. And these two sort of structures, one standing just to the left of the left booster and one standing just to the right of the right booster, are called rainbirds. And there's some piping sort of flat against the launch pad as well that sort of connect all these things together. There go the boosters firing. And all of this fresh water, 300,000 gallons to be exact, comes pouring out of those rainbirds and onto the launch pad to deaden the acoustic noise and cool the pad down. So that's where the water comes from on some of these camera shots.
And here you can see the AEC, the automatic exposure control on the cameras, taking over as the booster plume comes into view, and allows to see the AEC allows you to see the detail both in the plume as well as in the vehicle and the structure itself. And you can also see very good detail on the deck of the MLP.
Now, we talk a little bit about the purpose of each one of these cameras, and this one is to look for some structural anomalies on the vehicle, some thermal insulation failures we might have on the tiles or the blankets, etc., and how the water is getting dispersed on the pad. And also we're looking at debris, and actually you can see here that we've got quite a bit of debris in the field, and debris is a big concern for the shuttle folks, and we want to keep an eye on it to make sure we don't have anything that's going to threaten the vehicle.
Now, Matt, you can see that this is this is camera Echo 4, E004. It's on the corner of the MLP deck, and very similar in field of view to the camera we just looked at. One of the things I like to point out is you can see one of the camera box enclosures we were talking about a little bit earlier on the left-hand side of the frame, right in front of the left SRB.
Yeah, and in fact, as we mentioned earlier in the piece, there's about 125 cameras or so, actually more, that document any given launch. And so for brevity in this piece and to make it watchable, we had to have a lot of film hit the cutting room floor, and it was really difficult for me to cut a lot of it out because I loved all of the footage. I'm a fan of each and every camera. But that little camera there didn't get its day in the shade. That film of the booster had to. We'll have to have that for the director's cut in the future.
And just to give you a perspective, this camera originally captured this scene at 400 frames a second. So it's being played back at 24 frames. So it's about 1/16 of the speed that it was actually captured at to give us a real-time view.
Now you can see here how absolutely gorgeous the day was. And as we mentioned earlier, it was about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So in the film industry, they call this magic hour, and there's no question about it that this is one of the best times of day to take photographs of the shuttle. You have these rich colors and just a beautiful blue sky to sort of highlight all of this. So I find these pictures second to none in all of the launch imagery that's been taken. I should say that these boosters shed about 10,000 pounds of mass per second once they're lit up. And that's each, so it's 20,000 pounds combined. And you can really get the feel of that awesome magnitude by looking at these images. There you see a piece of debris on the right, sort of doing a ballet in slow motion there. This is some tie-down string from some water membranes under the SRBs that we'll talk about in a few moments. Teams go through this. This is engineering footage, and the teams go through this and identify everything they see in it.
Okay, this is camera Echo 36, and this camera is located on the fixed service structure at the 255-foot level. We refer to the fixed service structure as the FSS. It's a 16 millimeter camera with a 16 millimeter focal length lens, and the effective shutter speed is about a 1/1200th of a second, similar to some of the other ones that we've seen.
This is a long clip. In fact, this is probably the longest clip that I sort of chose for the production. There's a lot going on in here, but it looks a little boring for a while because those engines are on for a long time. So we're still at 400 frames a second here, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So there you see the main engines igniting. You can see all of this water pouring into the flame trench. There's the big flash, the hydrogen and the oxygen lighting up. I should tell you that coming out of that external tank, inside there, the cryogenic propellants, liquid oxygen, liquid hydrogen, 750 gallons a second of liquid hydrogen is pouring into that engine cluster, and 280 gallons a second of liquid oxygen. All of these things being combined effectively instantly to create this fantastic combustion process, burning 3,000 pounds of propellants to turn it into water vapor every second, and it's almost invisible when it comes out of the engines. So the engines are turning on now, and you can sort of see them glowing against the water pouring into the flame trench. That water's there primarily to deaden the acoustic noise and to keep things cool. And you've got a good look at the belly of the orbiter here. One of the purposes of this camera is to look to see if we lose any tiles due to the shock of ignition of the solid rocket boosters. Now, you're going to see the boosters turn on in just a couple of minutes, and you see those red sort of ribbed surfaces there inside the flame trench. Those are actually membranes to hold water, and those will get burned away, and you'll sort of see that in the film when the boosters fire. There you see them right there, and there's water in there that's sort of getting jarred loose and turning into steam. And I'm assuming, I don't know for sure, that it prevents sort of a recirculation of the exhaust at liftoff. Probably again acoustic deadening noise. And there you see those boosters firing off. If you look in the upper left-hand corner, you see the umbilical falling backwards there. And then look at how the space shuttle main engines are punching through that water in the flame trench. That's really cool.
Yeah, it is quite a dramatic shot, and you can see the auto exposure control on the lens, as we've talked about on some of the other views, really helping to be able to see the detail on the SSMEs punching that hole, as well as looking at the plume from the SRB, and seeing the edge of the belly of the orbiter too.
See, the SSMEs aim a little bit off kilt there, and you can see them hitting the upper part of the mobile launch platform as they rise off. Amazing that they capture all that detail in the SRB plumes. It's good stuff. It's a fantastic clip. It really is.
This is camera Echo 41. This is on the fixed surface structure on the FSS at the 255-foot level. It's a 10 millimeter focal length on the 16 millimeter camera. It's a really interesting view, and Matt, you want to provide some more details about what we're seeing?
Yeah, you can see the boosters have already fired, and this big umbilical structure that you see swinging back is actually very massive. The plate on the end of that is about 1.5 by 3 foot square. You'll see a close-up of that in a little bit. That's the ground umbilical to hook up to the venting for the hydrogen tank, and it's got some nitrogen and helium purge lines and some instrumentation to go with it. Pretty complicated structure. You get a picture of that in a minute. If you look at the MLP, or the mobile launch platform, you'll see all the water coming out of the rainbirds under the launch pad. And again, our active exposure kicking in there and giving us a great shot of the plumes as the vehicle clears the tower. Look on the right, you can just see a tad of the SSME burning there, that little blue cone. Fantastic detail there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great shot. Echo 40 is one of my favorite shots, Matt, and this is on the fixed surface structure on the FSS at the 275-foot level, just a bit higher than the two previous views we saw. And this is really an incredible view of not only the orbiter, but the beautiful ocean, the late spring day in Florida, and very nice lighting on the tank, and as well as you'll see on the orbiter surfaces.
Yeah, it truly is magic hour on this. That orange tank, for those that aren't all that familiar with the shuttle, that's foam. That's insulating foam on the tank to keep the cryogenic propellants cold on the inside. Liquid oxygen, liquid hydrogen are pretty chilly when they get into their liquid state. You can actually virtually look into the cockpit here. If you look carefully, you can see the ocean right through the window, just briefly there for a moment. Kind of fun. There's Discovery in all its glory. This engineering view is to look at any possible issues with the tiles or the thermal protection system on the vehicle. And look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. You can see some of the flakes of ice sort of tracking the vehicle as it moves upwards. Remember, as we mentioned earlier, that 3,000 pounds of water vapor a second is coming out of the space shuttle main engines on the back. It's pretty incredible, and it's virtually invisible. All right, this view is of a structure we call the GUP, which is the ground umbilical carrier plate, which attaches to the ground umbilical carrier assembly, sometimes called the GUCA. That plate is about 1.5 feet by 3 foot. It's a sizable plate. You don't really capture the scale in this, and you can see the vehicle is now lifted up and it's taking off. That umbilical peels back right at solid rocket booster separation or detonation.
And Matt, this is camera 33, and this is on the FSS. It's at the 235-foot level, and is using a fairly long focal length lens. It's and you can tell by the field of view that it is a long focal length lens, and it's 75 millimeters.
Now, if you look, you can see the boosters kind of surging. It's not a continuous pass. It sort of pushes and then slows down a little bit. And what you're seeing there is the natural frequency of the booster thrust. I believe it was on the order of about 7 hertz, 7 cycles a second, and you can see that go by and hear the aft skirt of the boosters going by with a really nice tight shot of the exhaust.
This camera view is on the pad perimeter. It's located at camera site 3. It's about 1,273 feet away from the vehicle, and it's the first in a series of the 35 millimeter cameras, which we'll be seeing in the upcoming sequences. There's a lens on here. The focal length is 500 millimeters or so, and the effective exposure is a 1/450th of a second. and the camera's running at 180 frames per second.
Yeah, it's a beautiful shot, and this is going to, as Kevin said, it's first in the 35 millimeter shots. They're a little better quality because they've just got more surface area to put an image on. You can see the SSMEs firing and all in nominal operation here. And as soon as they pull away from the pad, you'll see the left booster in the background, centered between the two service tail masts. And just a gorgeous shot right there, looking at the steam coming off the SSMEs. And this is a fantastic capture of what remains behind after the vehicle clears the towers. You have all of this water and steam being pushed around in this amazing hostile acoustic environment. I mean, look at what's going on there. This is all acoustic noise and shock coming from the boosters and the SSMEs.
Camera 63 is located on the pad perimeter, one of the camera sites. It's 1,270 feet from the vehicle, and it's using a 105 millimeter lens. The camera's running at 180 frames a second, and that's pushing about 630 feet of film through the camera per minute. Quite a fast rate, especially for 35 millimeter.
Yeah, you can see the sparkers going there, just getting ready to turn the main engines on. And in the background, you'll see the water tower. That's where all that fresh water comes from to flood the pad, to keep it chilled and deaden a lot of that acoustic noise that we've already seen what it looks like in the plume. Absolutely gorgeous day, really accentuated by this shot. Blue sky in the background. Goes great with the white exhaust plume coming out there. And you can see a lot of splashing and stuff jetting out from all different directions at the bottom. You'll see more of that in the shots that are coming up. This shot is going to be the first of a bunch of different views as we march counterclockwise around the pad to look at it from different angles. And there you can see the boosters have fired, and you see it all coming out the other side of the flame trench. And beautiful shot of it coming off the pad.
And the lighting at 5 o'clock in the afternoon on this late spring day is just about perfect from this camera view. Of course, it won't be perfect for all the views, but certainly is a nice angle and really illuminates the vehicle as well as the structure very nicely.
Yeah, I like when the vehicle leaves. I left a lot of these shots run long because I thought it was kind of neat to see what happens afterwards. And you can just see the whole service structure here being engulfed in steam and exhaust from the solid rocket motors.
Now, one interesting thing about this particular 35 millimeter format is earlier we mentioned about the time code. And the iRig time code is burned in with an LED display, and on the 35 millimeter format, it's actually in part of the image area because the 35 millimeter format has 4 sprockets per frame. So there's no way to position the LED time code in between the sprockets like we can on the 16 millimeter views.
Right. So if you looked at the 16 millimeter, you could actually see the sprockets at the top and the bottom of each frame, and those aren't visible in the 35 as you see here.
The camera number is on the lower right hand display of the LED time code, and it's in this case it's camera number 62. So the 35 millimeter format also allows us to put a camera designator number that's fairly often used, just to help for viewing purposes and tracking purposes. This again is a 105 millimeter lens and is on the pad perimeter, approximately 1,270 feet from the vehicle.
Look at the absolute force that all of this stuff is coming out of there. I've talked earlier in the piece about how much is coming out of the solid rocket boosters, 20,000 pounds combined, and then the SSMEs are losing 3,000 pounds of liquid propellants a second. And that really shows up here when you're looking underneath the launch platform. You can see that all of that stuff doesn't have anywhere to go, which is why it's vectored out on both sides, so it can be sort of safely directed away from the vehicle, so there's no rebounding or sort of backflow, so to speak.
And one thing we haven't had a chance to talk about earlier is how the cameras are triggered. Currently, the camera's all triggered using the POX, or the photo optical control system, which triggers all the cameras on the pad perimeter, on the fixed surface structure, as well as the MLP. And it's quite a sophisticated system to synchronize and trigger all the cameras based on the launch clock.
Yeah, it's undoubtedly a very complex system to have all these cameras operate flawlessly for each launch. They're very important, if not critical, for shuttle launches, and it's an amazing achievement that all the men and women who work on this are able to do it with such a degree of reliability every launch. Another shot here is, as I said, moving around counterclockwise. You see the SSMEs, or the boosters, are just firing, excuse me, and there you see the gut falling back, as we talked about earlier, the umbilical assembly.
This view is using the same 105 millimeter focal length lens that the other two views we just looked at, and again is about 1,200 feet from the vehicles where the camera site is located.
You know, this was a really unusual day, because you just mentioned earlier that, you know, from all views is the lighting going to be as good, but this is about as good as it gets. I mean, each and every one of these camera views is well exposed, both from an engineering and a beauty standpoint. They're all very, very nice shots, and it's why we selected 124 to be the predominant content in this movie. There's the water tower, by the way, in the foreground. It's just about to get engulfed with the exhaust.
This is a Dog 68. It's a 35 millimeter camera, and it's really intended to be a documentary camera. So it's running at 28 frames per second, not really a high-speed camera. So it's almost real-time, a real-time camera view. It's just a really beautiful shot, and because it's a documentary camera, we're able to enlarge the aperture so that the timing block isn't taking up image area, and present it in its widescreen view, and I think it's quite dramatic.
Yeah, from a beauty standpoint, this is probably at the top of my list for favorites. It's just gorgeous quality, fantastic color saturation, and very unusual for shuttle photography to be so beautiful at the same time.
So Echo 55 begins our series of tracking cameras. Echo 55 is mounted on a kineto tracking mount, or KTM, which we commonly refer to it as, and it's located at CS1, about 1,200 feet from the vehicle.
This is a nice shot because you can see there's a bit of a distortion cloud here that we're shooting through, and what that is hydrogen being burned off from the fueling system. They burn off any excess hydrogen to safely combust it, and so that's what we're seeing here, and it's really gorgeous as the vehicle sort of comes out of that and goes into its roll program, clearing the tower. Again, just a fantastically well lit photograph on this day. Some of the white things that you see falling off there are paper covers, which protect some of the order maneuvering system engines. We'll talk about those later. But Kevin, these are all manually operated, right? I mean, there are human beings behind the scenes doing this tracking now.
Yes, this KTM, or the kineto tracking mount, has about 4 cameras that are mounted on it, and this particular camera, Echo 55, is one of a pair of cameras, and is intended to look at the top half of the vehicle, while the other camera is intended to look at the bottom portion of the vehicle.
Right, and we'll see that in the next shot. We'll have one of the views from the bottom of the stack on the next one. In fact, our intent is to have in the deleted scenes on this disc a set of camera pair views sort of pieced together so you can see them simultaneously. So look for that in the extra features. This is fantastic. Now they're completely done with their roll program and sort of on their way.
Yeah, the intent of that camera shot is only for the first 1,200 feet of the ascent. Is really the intention of that view, and that takes about 18 to 20 seconds, I believe.
Okay, now this is camera 52, and this, of course, is at the bottom of the stack now. So it's a little different view, and but part of a camera pair again.
Right. This camera is, as you said, is 52, and this is located on camera site 2, and is about the same distance, 1,200 feet, 1,270 feet from the vehicle.
Nice shot of the SSMEs there. It always amazes me how transparent the exhaust coming out of the SSMEs is.
Now, this kineto tracking mount is controlled by an operator, manually controlled by an operator who's sitting in the LCC on the second floor below the firing room. And the person, he or she, is using a trackball to track the vehicle. And it's pretty tricky because they're just looking at a little video monitor. And the vehicle is moving much faster in real time than we're seeing. We're seeing it at 1/5 the speed in this particular case of what it is in real time. This kineto tracking mount also has HD TV cameras that are mounted that are used for what we'll call quick look, what's called quick look, to look at these views in real time and then in near real time when they start the image analysis. This is done while the film is getting processed and transferred.
That was a fantastic shot, seeing the sun go right in between the two plumes. And in fact, it gives you an idea how bright these plumes are to the naked eye, because the sun, as it passed through there, wasn't much brighter than the plumes that you saw. Wonderful shot showing the column of fire that the vehicle rises on, and it really contrasts nicely with the blue. Again, highlighting why STS-124 was really the correct mission.
I straight up just zoned out.
To sort of springboard off of to show how beautiful.
I straight up just... I'm sorry, I was just looking up the back end of that thing. It's just... All right.
This is camera 57. This is at CS6.
Is the roll program done by the shuttle engines? No, the SRBs. SRBs do the roll program. Shuttle engines stay more or less fixed until the SRBs separate, dude.
As I mentioned earlier,
Hands.
Cameras mounted.
Yarg, I don't want it.
The tracker has 4 or 5 different
It's one of those SSMEs and SLS engines. I have to know what mission this is from. But anyway, Cynerd with a 28, Burbs with a 38. Thanks, boys. I appreciate it. Al Desert, they still use film cameras, dude. Film cameras actually are crisper than high def. 70 millimeter. If you film in 70 millimeter, that's better than 8K. Yeah, it's just as crisp. I'll give you an example. Actually, all right, yeah. I'll give you an example real quick. Hold on. So we can watch the trailer for this documentary. Watch this.
Now 5 minutes, 52 seconds.
Look at that shot. That was filmed in 1969 on 70 millimeter. Trackball works just fine, Cynerd, but maybe, I don't know. How does it initiate roll if the SRBs are fixed? Do they not match thrust? The SRBs have a gimbalable nozzle, Mufasa. The SRB nozzles can do this. They can move. Oh yeah, it's not like Kerbal where you have an SRB with a fixed nozzle. That's not the Space Shuttle SRBs and SLS's SRBs do not work like that. They have 8 degrees of gimbal vector with the nozzle. That's why the SRB has that conic aft skirt, because the thrust vector actuators are in there. Yeah, and the APUs for them as well.
Seconds and counting.
My name's Todd Douglas Miller.
No, not that. Here. Watch this. Ooh, I saw it in IMAX, dude. It's amazing. Watch this. Look at. This footage that was filmed then. Look at it. It's 70 millimeter, man. It's crisp. That's why this documentary is made, to show off this footage. Look.
As far as
Look at ONC, man.
Representing mankind on this trip.
That's relatively difficult to answer. It's a job that we collectively said that was possible and we could do, and of course the nation itself is backing us, so we just sincerely hope that we measure up to that.
The whole
Apollo program was designed to get 2 Americans to the lunar surface and back again to Earth safely. The enormity of this event is something that only history will be.
Okay. I can't watch that too much. I'm starting to get fired up. All right. Hi. Hands? No. I'm good. I'm good. There you go, Bill, right? Yeah, it looks like another universe, man. Yeah, you're not wrong. This shot right here, though. Oh. Holy shnikes, that's cool. It's too good. And then they just... Oh, come on, man. Yeah, right? Oh, it's so cool. Oh, my goodness. All right, anyway. Welcome to Space News, huh? If you want to see the rest of that documentary, I know some people asked for the link. I'll give you the link there. That's not the Apollo 11 documentary. That's the shuttle documentary. If you guys want to see the end of this is just... There's some just... that's pretty dope. That shot is the vehicle breaking the sound barrier. It's in the transonic regime, so some of it is breaking the sound barrier and some of it is not. That's part of the reason why aerodynamics is a little more complicated than this. It's part of the reason why you get that vapor cone around it. Yeah, part of the reason. That's unbelievable. That is an unbelievable amount of power. The Shenzhou 13 filmed a documentary on orbit. Cool. That's pretty neat. Not as neat as that, though. What a shot. Look, you can see the co-pilot. Man. What a monster of a vehicle. This next shot is sick too. FOD covers, if you're wondering what's flying off the vehicle. They basically put a balloon. It's a little inflatable that goes inside of the RCS holes to make sure that like no birds fly in there and stuff. And watch, see, there's still one in there. It'll pop out here in a second. Basically, when the air goes over this so much, it creates a vacuum inside of here and it pulls it out. Watch, it'll fly out in a second. Or it won't. There it goes. See? Dude, what a monster. What a monster of a freaking just freaking
So this particular camera view is EHV 225. This was recorded on STS 117. It was in June 2006. And the camera is running at 60 frames a second, as all the HD TV cameras do. The orientation of the camera is
that is gnarly, man.
To make maximum use of the aspect ratio of the 16:9 frame to get as much of the vehicle, space shuttle vehicle, in the frame as possible.
How is that even flying?
This particular shot I chose because it's well exposed and it shows a beautiful sequence in the roll program, but you also get this really nice vapor phenomenon as the vehicle accelerates to higher speeds, and this is not always visible to the for every launch. It's a consequence.
Oh, this is making me feel feelings. Oh, that's nice. That was woo.
This is the only long-range camera that made the final cut. Kevin will give you the details.
Did you
about
see
in a
that?
moment.
That was
I want you to
sick.
Look at the bottom of the tank there.
Oh, that was so
You saw
cool.
it just sort of became engulfed in flames.
Damn.
And
Damn.
you should know that this is a normal phenomenon.
Look at the hydrogen.
in a shuttle launch.
Yeah.
But what's effectively occurring here is the exhaust gases coming out of the SRBs and the SSMEs are sort of expanding into the higher vacuum as they head into space.
Right, Bill?
And the radiant heat from the expanded plumes
They're
becomes
ridiculous.
high enough
It's-
to ignite some volatile gases that are caught up in this aerodynamic dead zone. So to
It's
speak,
freaking
in the rear
huge.
tank.
How is that
Going
even
on
flying,
straight
man?
flight.
How's that even flying?
But
How's
this
that
isn't a perfect
possible?
shot, Kevin, because it's from so far away. So why don't you explain what we're looking at here?
What in the
Yeah,
absolute?
Matt, the camera here is located at a place called Apollo Beach. It's within Cape Canaveral National Seashore. And the camera mount is about 20 miles north of the pad, so it's quite a distance away. This is a Bashir 150-inch lens, again about 4,000 millimeters. So quite a distance, and the tracker, as we mentioned earlier, is manually operated. So it's an operator looking through a scope and using a trackball to keep the
What
vehicle
the
field of
frick?
view.
Yeah.
It's also difficult for the operator because of the distance to see the vehicle at launch to sight the pad.
Yeah, it's just
So
a
he has to-
little
he or
tiny point
she-
of light, right? So
So he or she grabs it on the fly, and it's
Yeah.
quite a skill level that needs to be developed in order to do that.
That's
well,
right,
and
Winter.
of course, we watched our solid rocket boosters separate, which is sort of at the tail end of what we can see with all of the tracking cameras. And there you see our boosters coming off, and they separated about 29 miles in altitude, about 2 minutes into flight, and they are recovered by divers out in the Atlantic Ocean. And although they
Dude.
appear to be falling back,
What in the absolute frick?
traveling.
That thing is so damn cool. All right. Sorry, we needed to finish it up. I'll get you the space news links right now. All right, let me start moving links over here. So it seems like we might need to get up a little bit early in the morning tomorrow. Blue Origin has the NS-21 mission around, 9 tomorrow? I think it's 9 Eastern. But I got a couple of really nice SLS pictures for you guys today, and a couple of updates on here and there on what's going on with the rollout and wet dress rehearsal, etc., etc. And then we got an update from Kennedy about the CRS-25 mission. And there we go. Guess what I got for my birthday gift this year? Haynes manuals. Not just any old Haynes manuals, though. Saturn V Space Shuttle, Voyager 1 and 2, and the Lunar Rover. Nice. I have an Estes launch if you want to get up for that too. No, I'm good. Thank you. And then let me get the Starship footage here. Queue up our Starship footage for the day. There we go. Okay, I think we are good. So let's start her up. All right. So this is coming from Blue Origin. NS-21 is officially go for launch tomorrow. Learn more here. Live webcast begins at T-minus 60 minutes on blueorigin.com. All right, so let's see what we got here. The NS-21 window opens up at 8 a.m. Central. Okay, so I'll be here at 9, so it can launch at 11. That's fine. So, NS-21 is a suborbital tourist mission. Who's it moving here? So Evan flew on NS-19, which is cool. Electrical engineer and former NASA test lead Katya Echezarreta. That's cool. Probably not saying that right. I apologize. Business jet pilot and Action Aviation chairman Hamish Harding. Cool. Civilian production engineer Victor Correa Hespanja. That's cool. Adventurer and Dream Variation Ventures co-founder Jason Robinson, and exploring co-founder of private equity firm Insight Equity Victor Vescovo, Commander, United States Navy, retired. Cool. All right. Sweet. Me and the girlfriend are driving out to Van Hern to try and catch this launch in person tomorrow. There you go. That's pretty cool. Learned recently that the seat for Katya was paid for by Cameron and Lane Bess. Oh. Cool. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Awesome. That last guy is a Navy commander. That's pretty neat. Cool. All right. So, that's the NS-21 mission. I'll be here at 9 a.m. tomorrow, guys. Actually, before I forget, I will set my alarm right now. There we go. Alarm is set. Okay, next bit of news here. Let's see what we got. France has selected 2 micro launchers to support. France has selected 2 micro launchers to support as it takes small steps towards development of a commercial space industry. Micro lanceur français. Retenu par France 2030 hyperspace. I don't know what that says at all. French micro launchers selected by French 2030. Hyperspace and Sirius take a head start. All right. Cool. That's pretty neat. Check out Hyperspace's design. All right. Bright. Okay, so... Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. No. Alright, I can't find it. Also, baguettes. You guys know that scene? You guys know that scene in one of the Oceans movies? I forget which one. Where the French guy figures out that he doesn't have the right diamonds. And he goes, no, merde, no. Well, no. No, 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 no! No! Yeah, there you go. They're fake, Pierre. No! Alright. Anyway. Next bit of news. So congratulations to Hyperspace and Sirius. That's actually pretty cool. You're starting to see a commercial program end up in start up in Europe. But also grid fins. Grid fins. Ha. 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 Alright, anyway. So this is coming from the NASA SLS account. Things are heating up. NASA Marshall engineers successfully completed a subscale solid rocket motor hot fire test on June 1st, supporting development efforts for a new motor design for Artemis missions after Artemis 8. Subscale solid rocket motor hot fire test. All right. This might get loud, fellas. Yeah. Headphone users. Headphone users. Headphone users. Headphone users. That's nice. Oh, that's cool. It's definitely an SRB. T-Man, I think I already have both of those keyed up, but yeah. Headphone users may now turn down the volume. That's definitely a BOLE test. It doesn't look like it's composite, though, but it definitely has a composite nozzle. Look at that. Nozzle is most definitely composite. I wonder what that thing is. Sting. Doesn't the regular shuttle-derived SRB have a composite nozzle? It's ablative, Synerd. So, yeah, that could be a nozzle. The rest of the casings look metal here, but I'm not 100% sure. But that is what the SRB casings do look like. They look like that. And then I was telling Mufasa a little bit earlier in chat that see this part? See how it kind of tapers inside of that? That whole thing can move. Yeah, they're actually not a lot of people know that. SLS's SRBs and the space shuttle's SRBs have 8 degrees of gimbal, but they only move the nozzle. There are other SRBs out there like that, but there's not a lot. Some SRBs can gimbal, most of them can't. Man, that got up to chamber pressure very quickly. Do SRBs have the same amount of thrust at sea level and in space? No. No. You often make more thrust up there. You make more thrust up there because there's less stuff to impede the gases exiting the rocket engine pop. But it is a trade-off up there. It's always a trade-off. The less nozzle you have, the less efficient you are. But you can make more thrust up there because there's not stuff getting in the way. Like that pesky air.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
That's really cool. That's really freaking cool, actually. I'm so shocked they had gimbal. I had no idea. Well, yeah, the shuttle can't turn with its engines when the SRBs are attached. If they tried to, think about it, man. The two solid rocket boosters are doing 80% of the work. The shuttle engines are just there to basically make sure that the stack doesn't go this way or this way. So what happens if your shuttle engines are over here and your primary thrust is right here? What happens if you turn the shuttle engines? Turning the shuttle engines there is going to yaw the stack. It's not going to roll the stack. It'll yaw because you're above your center of thrust by a long shot. The SRBs are doing most of the work. So if your engines are over here and you turn them, you're going to yaw the stack. You're not going to roll it. Actually, it'd be a combination of both because the engines are 15 degrees off. But yeah, that's not a good way to do it. If you try to do that in KSP, your shuttle will just do loop-de-loops all the way up into space. It'll just keep trying to yaw out of control, and it'll just flip over. Hey, Luke, what's going on? Yeah, there's a bunch of different ways you have to combat that. But, so, check this out. We do have updates for SLS today. Check this out. The crawler transporter has rolled back inside of the VAB in High Bay 3 under the mobile launcher. This footage is very sped up. Oh, god damn it, that thing is cool. I love the shuttle. Flash, yeah, shuttle was beast. Oh, man. Oh, that thing is so damn cool. Do they use the rudder and aero surfaces during flight? No, they don't, T-Man. They take the shuttle's elevons and they tilt them down a little bit right after it takes off just to help reduce load off of the wings. Yeah, that helps reduce the load on the wings. And that's about it. Think about it, dude. Those control surfaces aren't going to do you very, very well once you get past, like, I don't know, Mach 3, Mach 4. They really don't do, they won't do anything. They'll just slow you down. Because remember, they're control surface, those control surfaces are there for when the shuttle comes back through re-entry. Most of re-entry, it's using the RCS to fly, right? It'll use the RCS to stay on the right course. And then it only flips on the control surfaces kind of towards the end. Like when it gets into supersonic, when it goes from hypersonic to supersonic. So on the way up, you hit supersonic very quickly and you hit hypersonic even faster. So those, they really wouldn't do anything. Even if the shuttle did use them, they wouldn't control the thing. They would just cause drag. Because the air is moving way too fast over it for it to shoot it off in a different direction. It won't do anything. So the crawler is in, and that's actually going to go over here. And the crawler is in because it's trying to pick up this. Fourth Doctor roll programmed. Oh baby. Where are the holes on the shuttle wings where the tail service masts are meant to connect? TSMs don't connect on the wings. They connect on the back part of the space shuttle. I'll show you. Space shuttle. The auto-populate just likes Discovery. Tail service masts attach right there. They attach to the sides. They don't attach to the wings. The TSMs are just in front of the wings. But they have the T1 and the T0 carrier umbilical panels on the sides here. So a bittersweet. Shut up. Get the fuck out of here. So check it out. See right there? That's where they attach. They attach on both sides of the shuttle. Can you guess what side this one is? Who knows? Let's see who really knows their stuff. There's one on the other side and one on one side. One side loads up liquid fuel, so hydrogen, and the other one loads up liquid oxygen. Which one loads which? Is this hydrogen on this side or is it oxygen? You tell me. I'm interested to see who knows. Yes. Notice there's only one fuel line right there. There's only one. See it? It's got to be LH2. It's too big to be LOX. Well, if you said LOX, you're wrong. Hydrogen on this side. That's the T0 carrier umbilical. It's for hydrogen. The other side is the T1 carrier umbilical plate on the shuttle. That's using that side is liquid oxygen. If you think about a shuttle when it launches, What side is the downcomer on? On the external tank. It's on the starboard side. So the right side panel is for oxygen, the left side panel is for hydrogen. There you go, Thomas. Mm-hmm. Yep, and then you have a bunch of other commodities here: hydrazine, nitrogen, helium. There's a bunch of stuff. And then the recirculator is right there, because you have to purge hydrogen. They actually fill the external tank up through the shuttle. Because why would you put two fill lines into the external tank? That makes no sense. You need to have the fuel lines from the external tank connected into the shuttle anyway. Why would you fill from somewhere else and then have the lines flow through those pipes? No, what they did with this thing is they just filled it up through the space shuttle. The umbilical attaches right there. They just fill it up through the space shuttle, and it goes out the bottom of the space shuttle and then up into the tank. That's how they fueled it. Yep. SLS is the same way. If you just think of SLS's engine section like the space shuttle. Same idea. Same umbilicals, believe it or not. Yeah, see, they're down there. See the bottom part? The bottom part of SLS is basically the back of a space shuttle, but with 4 engines. It's very, very close in design to it. And I have that from people that work at TOSC and MPS on the Artemis program. They're the ones that told me that. The guys that actually built that thing. I think the correct terms are on the captain's side or the drinker's side. Well, I'll be dipped. A Vice Script fan. Yep, there we go. Yep. Well, I'll be dipped. You could tell that it's orange because of the way it is. And that's pretty neat. Yeah, these pictures though. Yeah, pretty much, Synerd. Mm-hmm. Hey, Envy. How are you? I'm just looking at this here. And then there's another... Oh, my goodness. Oh, yeah. You can see the floor all the way down there. The thing that always is crazy to me about the VAB is that if you go up to the max height of the transfer aisle right there, where the low bay, where the low bay transfer aisle crane is right here, that is still, I don't know, about 200 feet off the ground, about 20 stories up. Like you could just see a catwalk right there, right? Just a catwalk with just a bunch of equipment on. That's 200 feet up in the air. That's 60 meters up. That's 60 meters up, and we're looking down on it. Where this shot was taken is like 140 meters up. It's more than double. Just, well, I'm here. Where's that boy Swagger? Ah! He took the shot! Like, even the mobile launch deck right there, that's still 20 meters off the ground. The ML deck right there, where the bottom of SLS is, that's still 20-30 meters off the ground. That's the ground way over there. This building is gigantic. And you can see into High Bay 4 right there too. Hey, Eek, how are you? And the building can keep going up. That's right. SLS isn't even close to near the top of it, Cake. That's the crazy part. Here, we'll see if one of those other pictures shows that correctly. Oh yeah, literally the next one. We're not even close to the top. The VAB is 150 meters tall. That's 500 feet. 50-story building. We're not even close to the top. SLS, you could make the stage probably about, I don't know, 50 feet taller, and it still wouldn't be near the top. I'm fine, you? I'm good, Eek. Yeah. Building's basically a crane with a shell built around it. Actually, yeah, Synerd, I've been reading about it from this book here. Check this out. This is called Rocket Ranch. It tells about all the hardware that was used for the Apollo program. And there's stuff about the VAB in here that I really didn't, you know what? I really didn't put 2 and 2 together until I went and read it. Here. The VAB is like 6 skyscrapers. Just, it's more like 6 50-story buildings with just cladding around them. That's the right way to say it. It's very, like, here, look at this picture. See? There's tower A, B, C, D, E, and F. These are all just 50-story buildings because there's wide open space in between them from the TA and the different high bays. It's 6 skyscrapers just with a shell around it. That's it. It's ridiculous. That is just... All right. You're new here? Alrighty, no problem. Well, if you like talking about spaceflight and stuff, this is what I do. I'm a spaceflight nutcase. This is my favorite thing in the world. What I do every day is I come in here and I teach people about space. We talk about different things going on in the space program. Right now, we're talking about NASA's Vehicle Assembly Building. The reason why we're talking about the VAB is because this is the building. It's 500 feet tall, 150 meters, give or take, that builds rockets for NASA. And they have one ready to go. That is a big rocket, man. That's, oh. Oh my God. You're a science teacher. All right, right on, man. What kind of science do you teach? That is just, all right. It's ridiculous, man. Aren't the vents on the side like ridiculously big alone? Luke, I can tell you that this building is 500 feet tall. I can tell you that the rocket is 300 feet tall. I can tell you that the mobile launcher is 400 feet tall, right? You'd have to go and see it. You have to go and see it. These pictures don't do it justice. I'm serious. Yipes. Oh, man, that thing is crazy. I've seen it in person, but unfortunately couldn't get up close. I don't know. It's around somewhere by those, yeah. Unbelievable, man. So SLS is scheduled to do its it's scheduled to roll out to the pad on the 6th, guys, and then we got the wet dress rehearsal on the 16th, I think it is. And if everything goes right this time around with this wet dress rehearsal, then I'd say between rollback and everything, probably looking for a launch in July or August. I'm thinking more August at this time, but you got to remember, it also matters because this rocket's going to the moon. You can't just launch it when it's ready. The moon has to be in the right place or you're going to miss. Actually, the funny thing is that's a huge piece of criteria, but NASA is ideally eyeing the recovery conditions for where the Orion capsule will come down. That's what they said in a press conference the other day. You know, the moon obviously has to be in the right place, and it is for a lot of the time, but they really want ideal recovery conditions for Orion because that's something that hasn't been tested very much. They want to get good baseline data. So recovery conditions for the capsule are very important. July 21st would be lovely. You don't need to tell me. I agree. Yeah. Here's walking through the dang transfer aisle. Pythos, thank you for finding this video. Let me see. This, let me give credit where credit is due. This is the Sound Traveler here. I know. know, Ian. I know. It's annoying. Hopefully soon we'll see an EUS sitting in one of those things. They better be using them. How's Flight Sim, Ren? Fun. Respect. Respect, baby. Jesus, tap dancing. Christ, look at that mother. Yippee-ki-yay. Motherfucker. There's High Bay 1 right there. High Bay 3 is over there. High Bay 2 is right there. You can tell it's a 2 because of the way it is. I'm looking for information to work in the Turkish space program. I don't know anything about the Turkish space program. There's High Bay 4 over there. Each one of these sections are like 40 feet tall. I forget, Pythos. I forget, dude. I think these are 5-story increments. I think. Could be wrong. So, yeah, 40, 50 feet. Something like that. That ceiling is 500 feet up, dude. 500 feet. That's way up there, dude. They're going into High Bay 2 here, which has a shuttle mobile launcher in it. It has ML3 in it. That's a shuttle ML in there, doing nothing. Shy, you did a bad thing. You just bought Railroads Online and it's downloading. You're screwed. Yes, you are. Isn't this channel run by Destin from Smarter Every Day? Is it? I don't know. Sound Traveler? Maybe. If it, this might, wait, hold on. Let's see. Who's in there? Yeah. That's right. He did this was for the Falcon Heavy launch. Yeah, it's, yeah. That's right. I remember now.
So the next elevator, we can only do a maximum of 6 at a time because we have equipment. So we'll do 2, I believe. 3. Yeah. 5.
Who else is gonna go? I'll go.
Mary, hit R when you get in here. Only do a maximum of 6, I believe.
That's the Nerva video, Signer.
Stop it.
Bro. Oh my God, man. Wow. I forgot about this video, Pythos.
I'm just kind of backing out.
Yeah, John, go first.
Okay.
All right.
Keep the door open.
Thank you.
Dude. Yeah, see? Look, they made it so you can go up with it more. See, they just capped off the girder right there. If they want to make the VAB taller, they absolutely can. It was built with the roof going, well, the top girders go out of the roof. Dude, look at the top of this thing. Looks like a parking lot. A big parking lot. There's the crawlerway right there. I was there. I was there for this. I was watching that from a little bit further away than he was. I know, Yark, it's annoying, but it'll change sooner rather than later. I haven't heard this noise in so long, dude. Guys, usually the sound gets blown out by microphones during launches. It doesn't matter if it's close, far, or whatever. But Destin brought a binaural mic here, and that helps with the sound a little bit. If you want to know what rockets sound like in real life, at least when you're a little ways away. When you're close, it just blows out every mic. But the VAB is about 3 miles from the pad, give or take, so that's like 5 kilometers away. You want to know what rockets sound like? That's what they sound like. It sounds like a freight train derailing. Just... Yeah. Oh yeah, cooking. I haven't heard this sound in real life in so long, dude. Sounds like a frickin' freight train derailing. It's amazing. It's such a cool sound. That right there, that buffeting, that's what they sound like. It's such a weird noise, man. JD, you heard it for the first time when you went to watch Transporter 5. Yeah, you're not really ready for that noise. Like, I'm telling you, that sound doesn't do it justice. You gotta hear it for yourself. It sounds like that, but Pythos, you're right. You don't. What that doesn't do is kind of tell you the barometric shifts. You ever been close to a fireworks show, and you see that you feel the thing freaking blow up. You feel it. You feel it in your chest. It's that, but it's like steady. It's hard to explain. It's so freaking cool, though. Oh, I was lucky enough to be at KSC years ago for one of Endeavor's last launches. You have to be the launcher to really appreciate what it feels like. There you go. Exactly. Yep. I love the feel of afterburners. Yeah, during max takeoffs on the weekend. Yeah. Oh, I love that. I love that rumble. I love it so much, dude. I don't know what that's about. That's very strange, right? It is so weird. You can feel rumbling inside of you. Yeah, Oh, it gets me fired up, man. It's like yelling, shake and bake in a crowd. Shake and bake. Just shake and bake. What is that? A catchphrase or is that epilepsy? Shake and bake. Shake and bake. I like it, man. It fires me up. Ditch the car cane and get some rocket cane. Dude, if I could, I would. But, see, the thing is that I'm trying to kill 2 birds with 1 stone there. Use car cane addiction to make car to go watch rocket. It's a pretty simple formula. Oh, man. Magellan, you're moving up to Santa Barbara in the fall. Super excited to be only a 45-minute drive from Vandy. Oh, yeah, dude, I've been up that way. I was up that way during Route 154. Nice. Top fuel dragsters are similar. Yes, they are. But it's a different type of, like, with the top fuel dragsters, yeah. Yeah, actually, you know what? When they go down the track, yes. It's kind of like that. Yeah, that's also very loud. EJ's killing birds. Yeah, rockets do too. You don't get mad at them. Nice selective outrage, Plius. Can you show me how your children are given a space education? That's a complicated question. School? School? Like, yeah. How could you kill something that isn't real? That's right. That's right. Alright, so, check that out, man. That's just... You think Falcon Heavy is loud? That's going to be loud. That will be louder. SRBs have the most insane rumble I've ever heard. It is... Oh, man, that thing is gonna go big, dude. Oh, that thing is... it's pretty freaking cool, man. By the way, if you're interested, at the end of the video, there is some double, triple sonic booms from the booster landing. Sorry if my info is redundant. Excuse me. See, Destin may have been closer to the launch, but Das and I and Big D and Popsky and Space Pat, we were closer to the landing. The sonic booms did not sound like that. Listen to it. This will be more of a rumble than it is that crackling thing. Listen. Here, hold on. You want to hear what we heard during the landing? I'll show you. This. Trevor shot that video?
Yeah. There they are.
Watch.
Coming in.
Headphone users, this gets loud.
In like meteors, real fast. They're gonna do a final burn here in just a moment. There's final burn 1 and 2. 2 candles coming down.
There they are.
Double sonic booms.
That's what we heard.
2 down.
So Das and I are in this picture. We're over there somewhere on the ITL Causeway. That's where we shot the Falcon Heavy landings from. That's over here.
Get your burn shut down.
I don't want to play this part because I was yelling. I'm well.
Kidding me! Yes! Come on, stick the landing! Dude! You've got to be kidding me! What? Stick it! Stick
That's
to landings! You
That's me yelling. Yeah, that's me. God, that's embarrassing. That's really embarrassing. I'm sorry. It was really freaking cool, man. What do you want? It was freaking awesome. That was really, really neat. Okay? Sports fan winner's side, but yeah. Dude. Like I'm telling you, that's the noise we heard. That rumble. Oh man, when you're that close, dude, I was just on another planet. On another planet. Yeah, on another freaking planet, man. But yeah, that sound, dude. This is the sound. It is just an unreal noise.
There they are.
Just.
Double sonic booms. Beautiful landing.
Where is this video taken from? Slick 37B Mobile Service Tower. No, this is Slick 37, guys. It's Delta 4's launch pad. So this is somebody at ULA. How far away can people hear the booms? You can hear them good distance away. Yeah. Yeah, this is not the VAB. The VAB is about 5 or 6 miles that way. That's Complex 34 right there. That's 20, 19, 18, and 16 right there. And then there's 14 next to it, and then 13 is where they landed. Yeah, it is just... Yeah. Yeah. That's the noise that they make, man. SLS is going to be way louder than that. Like, dude, if I could, fellas, you guys know the weather, the Weather Channel. You know Jim Cantori, how he like goes into the storm? I would do that. I'd do it. I'd go up close. We're here live at the where the rocket has just launched. Oh, I'd do that. Yeah, sure. Sure, why not? Oh yeah, I'd be like super close. I'd be like, we're here live at the rocket. There it goes. You wouldn't be able to hear anything, but neither can you with him. You know, we're not storm trackers, we're rocket trackers. You know. Wasn't the VAB originally designed to be able to accommodate the Nova? Not just the VAB, crawlerway, and the pads. Ascendant, yeah. Mm-hmm. Look at the diameter, or not the diameter, look at the width of the flame trench at 39A and 39B. It's 60 feet. It's clearly designed for a 50-foot core. Easily. And Nova was a 50-foot core. Yep. Did you ever get to see a shuttle launch? I've seen 2. I saw STS-116 off my back porch in Orlando, and then whatever came after 117. 117, I think, was a night launch. I think. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I saw him. Loud. We weren't even close, and it was still loud. Does the ground shake around the pad? Oh, absolutely. Now, Supercraft, I'm not gonna say how, I'm not gonna say when, I'm not gonna say where. I'll just say that there was a certain scenario in my travels where I got within about 3/4 of a mile of a rocket engine firing. Yes, the ground shakes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's the same type of... You guys ever been at a train station? Trains coming down the tracks. You start hearing the rails tinge, right? And then the ground starts kind of rumbling a little bit. It's like that. Yeah. Similar to that. I want to, but no, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? That kind of, how the ground starts kind of quaking a little bit right when a train's coming into the station? Yeah, it's that. It's like that. Front row at Dega, yeah, there you go. Similar to that, but a couple miles away. That's right, Supercraft, yeah. Yeah, can I just play that noise one more time? Can we just do that one more time, please? I just want to... No, not that part. Right here.
There they are.
Double sonic booms.
Woohoo! I love it. I could do this all day. I could do this all day. Yeah, you need a micrometer to tell, but the gun doesn't shoot. No, this is my favorite. I could do this every day, and I would still love it. Just stand next to a rocket coming in and landing. I would do that. Any chance of there being a quad boom? Actually, Kuro, if you want to know a little bit about aerodynamics, there's an infinite amount of sonic booms that you just heard. There were just 2 that were louder than most. Yep, true story. That's why you hear, like, sometimes people say they hear 3, sometimes people say they hear 2, sometimes people say they hear 1. Sound propagates in weird ways, especially if you're certain distances apart. But honestly, you're hearing like an infinite amount of sonic booms. It's just they get drowned out by 3 big ones. It has to do with the shape of the vehicle. So those triple sonic booms that you're hearing are the engines. The engine's breaking the sound barrier, so the nozzle's sticking out the bottom. And then the sides of Falcon 9, where the landing legs are, and then the grid fins. Those are the 3 ones that you hear the most. The ba-ba-bow. So, engine, landing leg, grid fin. That's the 3 most audible. But you're hearing, technically there's an infinite amount of sound barriers being broken there. There's an infinite amount of, not sound barriers being broken. There's an infinite amount of sonic booms there. Not infinite, but there's a lot more than just 3, that's for sure. Yeah, aerodynamics do be like that. It's very strange. Yep. So, like, we'll take the space shuttle, for instance. Kuro, when the space shuttle's coming back, you hear twin sonic booms. Nose cone, wings. That's simple. Boom, boom. Nose cone, wing. That's it. I can visualize. I can show you a visualization of that if you want from the space shuttle's space shuttle wind tunnel testing. I have, yeah, here we go. See? Right here is a good example of what I'm talking about. 1 sonic boom, 2 sonic boom. Now, don't get me wrong, this is not a sonic booms visualized. This is a hypersonic wind tunnel. But, yeah. Yeah, it's the bit notifier. That's shuttle sonic booms, yeah. See that line? That's where the sonic boom would kind of come from. But that's not exactly what you're seeing right there. It would make an awesome album cover. That's the noise. Thanks, Franco. That would be an awesome album cover, actually. Wait a minute. Hang on. Hang on. This is important. This is important, okay? Ah! Give me 1 second. I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm not done. You know what? You're right. You know what? You're right. It needs to be 1-to-1? Yeah, you know what? That's a good point. Oh, I can't distort the image. Dang. Oh well. That's fine. There you go. There you go. It's my new album, bro. Shouldn't it be called Hypersonic Re-Entry? Yeah, technically. Yeah, it's my new album. Yeah. That is a sick album cover, actually, to be honest with you. I actually really dig it. That's a really good... Damn it, now I gotta make music. I don't know how to do that. Now I gotta make music. We can't just let that idea go to waste. It's too good. Damn it. We can't let that idea go to waste. Now I just need somebody that's good at the guitar. Hey, I already said I don't know how to do that, okay? You don't need to be a dick about it. Oh, wait. Yes, it's you, goalie. You do need to be a dick about it. Check your link. All right. Dude. This has to be like power metal, dude. It has to be power metal with that font, dude. That's Metallica's font. Track 1, Mach 25. Hell yeah. Yeah, you need a CD logo too, right? Bro, we need to... Yeah, dude, we need to do that. Now I gotta make music. Damn it. Let's make songs that line up with staging events from different rockets. We'd need to have a song that's 8 minutes long. Okay. Okay, that's a good idea. Okay. No! The entire album could just... No, that's not long enough. Damn it. I don't want to do this. All right, I'm going to leave myself a note. Human person, I need you to remember that idea, okay? Tim has done that for Falcon Heavy. Yeah. Too late? That's okay. Oh! Baxter, you actually reminded me. Somebody from Timmy's end of things reached out. If you're here, you know who you are. Somebody on Timmy's... Somebody that watches the stream knows the editors for Tim's videos and Tim by proxy. And they went and asked again. And... Yeah, for whatever reason, when they asked this time around, I guess I got a good endorsement. We can look at bits and pieces of Timmy's videos now. We can't just look at the whole thing. Yeah, we can look at bits and pieces on the stream. Yeah, we got permission to do that, dude. Yeah, Boxy, thank you for reminding me. Yeah, I was talking. Yeah, we can watch some of the videos, not all of them though. Like we can't look at the whole damn thing in one shot, but we can look at clips, absolutely. So yeah, that's on the menu now. So. If you're here, if the person that is involved is here, somebody put in a good word for me. I don't know who it was, but yeah, he said it's cool. I'm just okay. Yeah, no, that's gonna be extremely helpful. Starbase Tour video breakdowns. I can't do the whole thing, Kev. I can't look at the whole thing, and I won't do that out of respect. You know what? We could probably look at the whole thing. I'd probably get away with it. I don't think Tim would care. I'm not doing that out of respect because I respect what he does very, very much. Can we watch the elevator ride up Mechazilla? Yeah, Blue. Got permission to it. I got permission to watch to look at clips. Like 5 minutes, maybe at the most. Like I can't watch the whole thing. But yeah, I got permission. We got permission to do it. Officially, dude. Still remember when Tim was in chat with us. So wild how far everything's come. Yeah, Urban. Yeah, he's cool, man. He's a cool dude. Collab making music with Tim Wen. Dude, you know what's crazy? There is a lot of NASA pictures like that one that would make insanely good album covers. I'm surprised nobody's ever done this before. So there's that one, right? Dude, I have a collection of them. Like that right there. Boom. Yeah, there you go, Ian. Alright, let's see. There's another one. Right there. Joey B's also made music. Yep. These guys are the OGs. This is public service broadcasting, isn't it? Yep. There's another one. Dude, that's the best album covers, man. The album cover would need to be offset slightly, so it would need to be like that. Basically that. Like a Boston album cover, yeah. Dude, that's one of my favorite. That's my desktop background. I don't need to say like how awesome of a cover that would be. That would be a sweet album cover, man. Also that one. Also that one. And these, dude, you could get away with it. They're all public domain. Oh, that's so goddamn cool. Yeah, Bill, Bruce McCandless, the second pick. Yep. Mm-hmm. Where did you get these pictures from? These are just pictures that I collect over time. Oh, look at that. That's right at shoot deploy. I like this picture. I like this picture a lot. I don't know how that got into my shuttle collection, but yeah, whatever. I don't hate it. Dude, look, that's a shuttle being put together. They had to get the shuttle over the transfer aisle hallway right there. And so they had to lift the shuttle up way high. But, yeah, look at that. Who took that last picture? Oh, I don't know. That's inside the RSS right there. Slick 6. That one snuck in there, but we'll call it a shuttle. It's fine. It's close enough. There's Challenger when they were doing structural testing. Note the cab over truck for scale right there. What does all the Slick 6 look fake? Never launched anything now, did it? Yeah, you want to notice how big that the space shuttle is. That Mack truck can fit in this. It could fit in the payload bay. Easily fit in the payload bay. Yeah, that's when we were working on our shuttle, trying to get the scale right. That's Challenger, guys. Yeah, Challenger. OV99. Yeah, there's us trying to figure out docking port hierarchy. Damn it. Damn it. I'm freaking so tired of this. Freaking freak. I want Stick Rocket, man. Can we have Stick Rocket, please? We have Stick Rocket at home. Stick Rocket at home. It's so great that we have 100 times more stuff about Starship development now than STS. Most of the shuttle development was pretty transparent, but yeah. Make Stick Rocket and KSP. We can...
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Shaggy, 44-month resub. Oh no. Well, fellas, actually with the hold down points, we could do it. I could do that. But, I mean, I really like where we're going with the MLV, though. But I could do it. Yeah. We could do that. Stick shuttle in Ares 5? Don't do that to me. Don't do that. Don't do that to me. That's not fair, man. That's not fair. That's not fair, man. You can't do that to me. I'll tell you what. Give me a couple more days trying to figure out the double SRB docking hierarchy. See if we can figure out a way around it. I'll get back to you. I still want Project Ares, though. The Ares project and the MLV that we're working on, man, we're not that far into it. But then again, I haven't really declared exactly what I want to do. But then again, if we had Ares, if we had Ares 1, Ares 5 in the space shuttle, holy crap. Holy crap. That's like sweeper architecture. That's the ultimate. It doesn't get better than that. Heck, you don't even need Ares 1. The shuttle in Ares 5 would be... That's an awesome album. That would be an awesome album cover, Limfrod. Novus, if we decide to do it, you're helping me. Because you're the one that pushed this crap. Alright? You're the one that pushed this crap. You're helping me. You are helping me with this. There's no bull crap. I mean that. You best be helping me with those damn stakeholder expectations. If we decide to do that. Because I'm already a little bit in on the trade study on the MLV. You're helping me. There's no bull crap, dude. Alright, anyway, I got a Starship update for you guys if you want to check it out. Rollout news. How are we going to put it together? How are we going to put it together? We can't put it together that quickly. How are we going to reuse the boosters where we're not reusing anything? It's not worth it. 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 Don't sucker me into this, chat. Don't do that. You can't do this to me. I absolved myself of any KSP things. I haven't played in years. No. Yarg, you see what they do? This is not entirely on me, man. You see what they're doing? You see what they're doing? This is not entirely on me. You want me to ban all the chat? No. No, please don't do that. Ian's like, yeah. Gaslighting can be easy and fun. I want it so bad. I want that Ares rocket. I want the Ares rocket bad, but man, if I see a viable pathway for that shuttle, I don't know if I'll be able to contain myself. Because if we figure out the shuttle, that figures out Ares 5. That figures out a lifter. But guys, straight up, if we do that, like, if we do it, who cares? Like, it doesn't, we're not going to reuse anything that way. Except for the shuttle. We'll bring the shuttle back, right? But like, is it worth it? My stakeholder expectations are a viable pathway to the moon. The shuttle is an impedance to that, historically. an impotence to that. That's not good. But one of the first... Right when the stream was getting big, one of the reasons why this stream got so popular playing Kerbal back in the day is because I used my space shuttle in a way that NASA wouldn't, because it's a Kerbal and not in real life, right? I used it to go back to the moon. I used it to build gigantic space stations and stuff. We could do that. Do you use Orion or some other pod for BLEO? I would use something like Orion, Novus. Not if you do the whole STS instead of just the shuttle. If we're going to do the whole STS, Synerd, why the hell do I build Ares 5 and Ares 1? That makes no sense. The shuttle could just take Orion up there in the payload bay. Novus, I would use Orion. But no, you wouldn't want to use Orion. I would want something like Orion with no heat shield and a gigantic service module, so the shuttle could receive it back on orbit. But guys, we've been down this path before. We've played this game. It doesn't end well. That's too complicated. Kerbal doesn't understand all that, especially on the pad side of things. I want to do it though. I want to do it. I want to do that. I really want to prove that the shuttle can be reused. I want to do that before KSP2 comes out, but maybe a side project. Redundant dissimilar architecture. Yeah. It's too complicated, guys. What I wouldn't mind doing is building that for fun in engineering mode, but having our mission mode 2 save with Project Ares and using more conventional vertical takeoff first stage landing rockets for Ares. I think that would be better. We can't refuel SRBs in KSP, right? Otherwise, I'd say fish them out of the water and reuse them. We'd have to recover them, Toothless, just like they do in real life. You'd have to recover the things. You'd have to recover them and bring them back. Vehicle recovers have been fun in the past. Yeah, but they get really boring really quickly, James. I think we should do it as a side project, and if it ends up working, then we'll buy it in the mission mode save. I think that's the right move. That's the right idea. Let's get to the Starship footage, dudes. Besides, I've been turning some ideas in my head for the MLV's upper stage that I think you might appreciate. No, I'm not telling you. Watch this footage from NASA spaceflight. Mary, Nick, and the NSF robots filmed this for you. And they are courteous enough to give us permission to watch it over here. So make sure you go and support them over there, please. I agree, Phil. Maybe Nighthound, who knows? It'd be sometime in July, Blackbird, from what I understand. That's a really nice crane. I'm gonna need something like that in my garage soon. Of course I am, Mile. Gorbel. Lami. Gorbelami. Actually, you know what the funny thing is? That isn't even a crane. That's just an I-beam with a winch attached to it. That's just a winch like you'd find on a truck. MasterCard sells those cranes. You know what, man? You know what? You're a dick. You are a dick. It's a jib crane, Shex? Alright. Crane. Oh, frick me. The hell are you gonna do with that? You can call me a dick all you want, but you know you like it. You know what? I'm gonna scumbag you into buying that stupid the stupid Land Rover. I'm gonna scumbag you into doing that. You understand this now, right? And you're gonna be like, oh, I don't know what to do with this, man. I'll be like, yeah, fix it then, you prick. You plonker. Ah, shucks. Okay, I got you. I got you. Can we have that crane? I want that crane. We have that crane at home. That crane at home. Oh, dude, there's that lifted Jeep again. Hold on. Hold up. That lifted XJ. Bro, get some. The freaking lifted Jeep. That's a nice Jeep, man. Raptor. Oh, it's gone. 1066. I really appreciate what you're showing me right now. Deja vu. I just been to this place before. Higher on the street. I think that's a glitch in the Matrix, chat. They changed something. We're trapped. It's the same cat? Was it the same cat, Starwalker? Oh, just had a little bit of deja vu. Such a good movie. SpaceX crane. It's a glitch in the Matrix, man. Was it the same Raptor? Yeah, it's a shame that it was only a standalone movie. Really would have liked a Matrix expanded universe. That would have been pretty cool. Oh, poor SN16. Oh, Ship 25's nose cone. Dude, look at how good they are at getting those tiles on there. It's pretty good, man. Those tiles look real nice. Look at how much more succinct the tiles are. They're very uniform, they're very straight. I mean, I guess, Laserman. I'm not going to say no. Can you prove we are not in the Matrix? I'll wait. There you go. That's the best I can do. I'm convinced. See? Right? Right? They had a big meeting about unknown stuff 2 days ago. Do you think SpaceX might eventually 3D print Starship like Relativity will do for Terranar? I'm not sure 3D printing stainless steel would be a good viable thing to do, Lunprod. Maybe, who knows? Yeah, I got you, Creeper. Let's top the booster right there. So ship 24 was disconnected from the pad, this pad today. They got 2 little test stands right here. This one right here is for Super Heavy. The other one's for 24. That booster hood did not fit how they wanted it to, so they took it back. Okay. Or the booster quick disconnect hood, I should say. QD hood. It's a cutie. Hood. Yeah, fastest spoop. There's a rocket company called Relativity Space that's trying to make 3D printing better for manufacturing when it comes to rockets. We'll see how it goes. It looks pretty good. That is a big piece of equipment, man. Jeez. Real talk. I'm happy to help, but I'd be more of a hindrance than a help with complicated KSP builds. I don't have enough experience with the more complex machines. Oh, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about theory crafting, processing flow and stuff. Novus, you know processing flow very well. I can translate it into KSP. I'm talking about getting all the background stuff up and make sure that I'm not making this way too complicated. I need to check if we were going to do it right. Like an advisory panel almost. Will you be my advisory panel? Metal. God needed the devil. The Beatles needed the Rolling Stones. Even Diane Sawyer needed Katie Couric. Will you be my Katie Couric? Wow. I feel like I'm in Highlander right now. What's the Highlander? Oh, it's just one of the best movies ever. It won the Academy Award. For what? For best movie ever made. Oh, okay, no, that's good. Hell Hydra, I could get simpler than that. You may hate my advice, but yeah, I'll be advisory panel. I wasn't asking you, TJ. I was asking Novus. Don't take thunder away from him. What's wrong with you? Ah, yes. TIE Fighter window. It hurts when I do that noise. You can help with that stuff. You can help with that stuff. At least toss your 2 cents out there. At least toss your 2 cents out there low. Good enough. Advise this. Hey, who the frick are you? I'm the guy who does his job. You must be the other guy. Chat, do you smoke? What, you don't smoke? Hey, you don't smoke? You don't smoke. Hey, what are you, one of those fitness freaks? Huh? Go frick yourself. Yeah, TJ, something like that. Anything exciting going on at Starbase? Dude, it looks like they're gearing up for orbital flight. They had a huge team meeting and they set up a stage and everything. I'm willing to bet that that team meeting was figuring out basically the plans for sending this thing, dude. Sometimes the map, they're just gonna lick the stamp and send it. Yeah, I think that's gonna happen sooner rather than later. Also Hoppy. Good Hoppy. Good Hoppy. Good Hoppy. You did good, Hoppy. You did good. You did good. You flew. Yeah, yes you did. It was helpful. Good Hop. Good wires. Good wires. Yes. Yeah. Good job. That is an insane picture, Hell Hydra. Stop it, Keeson.
Please begin clearing the pad now and move all vehicles from highway 4.
I will rub any grain silo I want to, Yargles. Hearing mid to late July for orbital launch from my meetings. Staples, that's I think that's right. Yeah. I've been telling people mid-July. Yeah. Might even be the end of June if everything goes right, but it's space flight, so yeah. I think the middle of July would be pretty accurate, yes. Mm-hmm. Jib cranes? Oh, don't do this. Don't do this to me. Oh, that's really cool, and I want one. So this was from the cryo testing yesterday. So this is simulating fuel filling. You could tell it's filling up with fuel because it's really cold. Wait a minute. You guys notice something weird about that? I know, TJ, it is pretty cool. Yeah, Boxy, right? So this is simulating the fueling cycle for Starship. So it seems like they tank the methane tank first. You see, from right here to right there, pretty much, is the methane tank. And then from right here to basically right there is the oxidizer tank. It's an oxygen tank. So does the ice building on the outside hinder the launch? I don't think so. Spoop, it'll come off. When it goes to launch, it'll come off in a nice shower of debris, but I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. I mean, clearly SpaceX doesn't either. You can notice that they, like I said, they tank methane first. And then they started filling up the LOX, but I noticed something. So the methane tank, look at this. Look at that. What's going on there? Why does the ice crawl up the side all of a sudden? You see that? And his 21 crew have completed training. Nice. wonder why it does that. Interesting. Yep, that's fully fueled. And once again, it's fully fueled. They're using liquid nitrogen in case something pops or a pressure line breaks or something. They're using liquid nitrogen, so like I said, if something pops, you're not going to get an explosion. Nitrogen no explode. They called it a game of domes, keeping the pressure in line tank to tank so they don't flip a common dome. Yeah, Staples, yeah. Booster 7. Yeah, you might want to adjust that fueling procedure a little bit, huh? Yeah, I got you. Yeah, see all the ice coming off? Would the inside air start to freeze once the volume reaches enough? It depends on what they what they purge the tanks with, Mab. That really depends. Like you're gonna flush the tanks before you start fueling, right? What do you purge them with? What do you flush them? I would be using something like helium or nitrogen, and we know they're probably using nitrogen there, right? Penguins can't fly though. Yeah, Mr. Penguin. I'm one of the good guys, Penguin. Don't run. Agreed, Hell Hydra, yeah. So, okay, some keen-eyed viewers, you guys have noticed, look, it's venting. It's venting off the orbital pad. There's a purge line that's venting off the orbital pad, meaning that Ship 24 is using commodities from the tank farm. It's hooked into the plumbing of the launch pad, but it's not on the launch pad. But it's hooked into the plumbing. Hey, Sun Temple, I'll see you later, buddy. Maybe it just splashes around on the inside. Well, it is boiling, but yeah. Is it being prepared for hop? Yeah, a hop around the world. I think Bond, the tiles have something to do with that. Yeah, I agree. I did not see any tiles fall off this time on this. Elon said, like, the thing just said it, but Elon said yesterday that 24 passed its cryo-proof test. What does a cryo-proof test do? It basically ensures that these tanks will hold and they won't bust a leak or something. Once again, they test with liquid nitrogen, but liquid nitrogen gives you a good enough test to know that when you fill this up with methane and liquid oxygen that it won't do something dumb. I know, App. It's pretty righteous. Next up is a move to suborbital pad A, where SpaceX, they're going to put it on pad A to do cryo-proof test under load. So dynamic test stand. Will they tile the bands? Yeah, they will. Yeah, see, they use the orbital tank farm pad. Hi. Frick you, I won't do what you tell me. Yeah, I got a good beating for that. Bones sister, it was not fun. Worth it, but not fun. But also, yeah. Since Lunar Starship is for space only, will it be lighter and need less fuel for missions? It's not gonna have tiles on it if that's what you're asking. Alright. That's the NSF footage, man. Not bad. I did solve the mystery of the missing cheese grater, damn it. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep. So... Let me see if there's anything else in here. Was it grating on me? That was bad. Love it. Now I want to go look at McMaster Card, damn it. Alright, guys, that's all for Space News. I'm going to go look at McMaster Card now. Okay. That's all I got for you for Space News. We got racing in a little bit. And, yeah, we'll go from there. Oh, automatic shoe and boot washing stations. I don't need that, but that would be nice. Let's see. What else? What do we got in here? Pneumatics, hydraulics, pumps and valves, structural framing, more flight sim. I'm not an addict. Shut up. Let's go over here.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Everything is terrible. 53-month resub. Oh no! I gotta get guys. I gotta get off this. We gotta get off this website. Yeah. We don't want that. What about over here? Ah, much better. Much better. So truck trim 2 days after moving in. Go work on the shuttle SRB instead. It's cheaper. Yeah. 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 Food warming cabinets. Momento. I really shouldn't spend money right now. I really shouldn't spend money right now. This is not... Dude, this site is so cool. Stop it! Why did you remind me of this? They have conveyor belts, man. Look at the conveyor belt. What about...
Tranquility Base here.
Don't.
The Eagle has landed.
Don't do this. Don't do this. What's that, Cyborg? Oh, Swedish fish. Oh, very good. TIG welder fund. Thank you. Check GSA auctions first. They might have these things for cheaper. Why? Why? Why did you bring this up? Why did you bring up Gov? Oh? What's that doing there? Oh, oh, I want it. Nope. Damn it. Why? Why? Oh, Bitcoin. Very nice. No, aircraft and aircraft accessories, boy. That's for sale? That's for... Why is this for sale? What are you going to do with this thing? You don't really need a house, do you? Oh, now we're talking. How much is this? Nope. Okay, we're not talking. Nope, we're not even listening. All right. What about GovPlanet? What about GovPlanet? GovPlanet got better stuff on here? What can't we do with it? Yeah. No, I shouldn't be here. Industrial machinery. Oh, made in Sweden. Yeah, I'm from Sweden. And why are you wearing lederhosen? Because I'm from Sweden. Oh. PC load letter? The frick does that mean? Whoa. What type of welder is this? I can't be on this website. I can't be on this goddamn website. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't be on this. I can't. This is... It's a 3431 Miller, Bill. That's a really, really nice welder. There's so much good stuff in here. This is so bad. What are we convincing ourselves not to buy? Primo, there was a welder on Gov Auctions. Like a $5,000 welder on GSA Auctions in Foxborough for like $50. Why did you put me on here? Why'd you do this? You'd be crazy not to buy that. I know. Here, we'll look in construction equipment. Oh, cool. A bunch of skid steers. Rough terrain look for a Bridgeport. Nothing. Here, we'll go to Gov Planet. Nope. Bird. Bird? That's still here. It's still here. It's still here. That's $500. Damn it. Crown Vics. Oh. Hey. Oh, Big Bird. Dude. Oh, that's cool. And it's got an air compressor on the back. I can't keep doing this. I can't keep doing this to myself. This is terrible. Want this for $700? What's the... Nope. Don't show that to me. That's a very bad idea. I can't keep doing this to myself. It's $500. It's $500. Damn it! It's $900 for a super dude. He said duty. Dude, look at the airport tug. Oh, that's cool, man. Look at, it's so small. It's so small. Look at how small it is. Look, this is so small. Look at the little truck. It's tiny. It's mini me. Oh. Do not tug. Do not tug. I'm gonna tug. It's an airport tug. They use it to tow planes around, the military. Yeah, so they shorten the wheelbase because it needs to be able to turn. So you don't want a long wheelbase. Better turning radius. Oh, amongst other things. Oh, that thing is so cool. Why? Why do I do this? Why do I do this to myself? Alright, shut that out. Let's go over here. Let's see how it makes. What is in here? Anything cool? How about this tank pulling machine? Oh, yeah, no, that's nice, yeah. What else is in here? That's dangerous. Okay. We got a little bit till racing, guys, so I'm kind of burning some time a little bit. Dude. Alright, what's under GMC? Let's see. Let's see if there's any. Yo. Cool. Dodge. No. No. Buying a semi now? No. Humvees. Oh, this is sick, man. Here, let's go with price lowest first. Oh, dude, $1,000. Need a crane for your high bay? Oh, I think that crane might be as big as my garage, but it could fit. You know, that'd be pretty cool. How about a Civic? Nah, I don't want it. I don't want a Civic. Dude. Whoa. Yo, that's nothing. I forget what these trucks are called. LMTVs. That's nothing, man. That's kind of crazy. Do they run? I don't know. I have no idea. We gotta find the oldest stuff. What the hell is that doing on there? An F650. Look at that. Look at that. Some pretty good deals in here, man. That 94, dude, that thing was just begging to get fixed. World War I surplus. I actually had, pretty much, should I tell them about the, I don't know. I had an idea, and I don't want to tell you, because, if I tell you, then, you know, when I say an idea and it's not fully fleshed out, then it doesn't ever really work. But, I had an idea for kind of a, I had an idea for, content for, automotive content, fellas, and you know how I like, I like to raise the difficulty level, right? I like playing on tough mode. Like, we make the game tougher. We always make the game harder. That's good content. That's fun to watch, right? Yeah, of course, Elforce. My mortgage is tax deductible, dude, because I work from home. I have a business at that address. Tough enough mode. So the idea is, you know how, if you're watching, anybody that's watched any automotive content, how, they're like, oh, we don't want to restore this car, it's too far gone, or this thing is junk, we can't fix it, blah, 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 right? It would be that, but with cars, you know? If you want a project. We would go we go find like a junk car on gov auctions that's still okay, but it's pretty messed up, and then fix the damn thing. You know, it was what did I call it? Shut up and fix it. Yeah, that's the name. That was the idea. Take on like just absolutely crazy stuff and just fix it. Just shut up and fix it. You know, that was the idea. Shut up and fix it. Like, and now that I said something about it, you know, it's gonna be. Yeah, I don't know. I jinxed it. Ship 24 has passed booster form. What steering pedal accessories do you use with the Seto? It's a G29, David. Yeah. Yeah, Spoop, you'd watch it. Just shut up and fix it. So, like, look. Like, okay. You know, we sort these Humvees by price. Lowest first. Find one that's junk. Like, one that's super clapped out. This thing. Look at that one. Find the cheapest one we can get. Shut up and fix it. Like, there's no point in buying this. There's absolutely no point. There's Humvees here that are complete for a lower price. But shut up and fix it. You know what I'm saying? Like, for not that much more, we could just buy one of these, right? Shut up and fix it. You see what I'm talking about? No problem, David. Yeah, all good. That's the idea. Like, that's what I mean. Like, we'd have to... Here, let's see, like, I'd show you with, like, the pickup trucks, for instance. Let's go to Gov Surplus. Automobiles, right? And let's go... Bro. Shut up and fix it. Oh, that thing is sick, dude. That thing is... Dude, that truck is not worth $800. That truck's worth $8,000 easily. Oh, it's mil surplus. That is freaking cool, dude. It's a mil spec square body, dude. Chevy and Dodge in the 80s weren't doing so well. Specifically Dodge. So what Dodge did is they signed a huge government contract to supply vehicles, light duty vehicles for the military. So did Chevy. And it comes with a special VIN tag. Look. See? Chevrolet, United States property. It comes with a special VIN tag to show that it was a government vehicle. It's really freaking cool, actually. They have these special VIN plates on them. I forget what the military designation for it is. It's not D30. It's like an M7 something or other. See, like that? Oh, the Marine Corps owned it. It's got a Marine Corps logo on it. That's shut up and fix it. But these trucks are actually super freaking cool because they put ridiculous heavy-duty axles underneath these trucks out of the factory. They're not super rare, but they're super unique. Look. Check it out. Who can tell me what's unique about this thing? Look. What do you see? Look at that. Look at what's in the bed, particularly at the very front. It's got a pneumatics. It's got air. It's got a pneumatic system in it. And look at how big that rear end is. Look at how freaking far that is off the ground. It's got pneumatics. See? Shut up and fix it. See what I'm talking about? Oh, tacoed the hood. And a little bit of rust, but whatever. Yeah, well, you gotta be careful with those hoods. No, it didn't taco. It's alright. See what I'm talking about? It has air. And look at how beefy that freaking rear axle is. It's all... Dude, this is cool, man. See? Like, that's what I'm talking about. Find an absolute seeming piece of junk and fix it. But these trucks are sweet. They come with super beefed up axles because it's designed for military movement, right? It's not necessarily designed for roads. So you got extreme off-roading axles basically out of the box. Oh. Dude. The M880, M890 is the Dodge versions. There you go. Man. The dash is mint. Mint. Oh, Bill, this thing is sick, dude. Those mil-spec trucks have blackout lights. Yep. 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 Now, see, that's worth some money, man. Those are cool. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Let's find, like, the lowest of the low. It's probably going to be stuff that's junk. Stuff that's thrashed up. Stuff that could do with some work. Like that 94. That 94 F-150 keeps popping up. Like, see? Here you go. This thing. Junk. Shut up and fix it. That's an E60. It's the starting bid. It's the starting bid. That's an E63. It's an E63 AMG. It probably won't go for $1,000, but also there was a Caprice back there. Where? Oh, there you go. That one is not really a candidate for shut up and fix it, but also it's a cool car. Yeah, but that's the starting bid, Sawyer. So who knows, if somebody misses it, it might go down. But look at all this stuff. There's stuff that, you know, I mean, look at all the Charger police cars, dude. Yeah. There's all kinds of good stuff in here. That's what I mean. Just find junk and fix it. You don't even need to make it go fast. Just find junk. I really like that truck, though. The D30 is cool. Sawyer, that thing's in Georgia, man. That will not go for $800. It'll go up. That thing is gonna go big. These square bodies sell for like 40 G's, and if it's mil spec, it'll be even more popular. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, that's really cool. New freaking hood and a pressure wash will. This thing will be mint. And yeah, it does have the trick blackout lights right there, dude. Look at that. That's so legit, man. Now that truck's cool. Look, you got eight lugs out of the box. That's really freaking cool. There's all kinds of good stuff here, man. And look, yeah, frame doesn't look too bad underneath there. Is it anti-flash white? Thought most of them were green. It's fleet. That's fleet white, dude. I don't even know if it's called fleet white, though. Shuttle question. Do they have back hydraulics for the solid rocket boosters? Because if something goes wrong with that, how can you control the shuttle? It's double redundant, T-Man, yes. On the boosters. Yeah, double redundant. Ending sooner. I mean, look, even the auctions that are going right now, they're not too bad. Like that Crown Vic is $500 and the auction is going. I mean, Bill, like, look at this. This one's that's up in Augusta. It's $1,000. I mean, look, dude, I'm just going to buy my cars from here from now on, dude. This is ridiculous. Oh, 3,500. 3,500 quad cab for $900. Yeah, right, Bill, yeah. Any in mass? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Look at that thing. That thing, see? This would be a cool candidate. Shut up and fix it. It's an F-150. Yeah, it's an F-150. Dude, single gas tank F-150? Did they... What? Was that a thing? It's got one gas tank. There should be two filler doors here. Huh. Oh, that hood is tacoed. That's no good. I suggest a new strategy, EJ. Let the Wookiee win. Yeah, see, this thing's pretty rough. Ugh. It's not bad, man. It's not bad. This is total. Everything in here is fixable. The dash isn't cracked. The dash pad is cracked. That's no problem. Easy to fix. I know because I fixed one. Yep, it's got the ashtray, got the PowerPoint. Stock radio. Yeah, man. I could fix we could fix this up. It's got an automatic in it, which means it's got a what is it? EOD, the EOD transmission. $500, dude. It's got a sitting out back at Marshall for decades, Patina. Don't do that to me. Dude, it's a 4.9. It's got a 4.9 in it. 300 inline 6, man. That truck has an inline 6 in it. That's really cool. There's floor ventilation. Did we see it? Hold on. Hang on, let me look, Chuck. She rotten? What am I looking at there? I don't think it's rotted through. I think that's just the mat. Could be wrong, though. Oh, thanks, Dougie. Yeah, I don't know it for sure. I should be able to, but yeah, I'll take care of it. It's fine. Yeah, that's just the floor mat. Holy cow, that Stationeer's update. I take it you've seen it already. Yeah. Oh, that's cool, Cyborg. Yeah. What's that, Predominant? 74 Mazda RX-3. Wow. Damn you, now I'm looking. Sorry. Sorry. I'm not. Look at this. 96 2500. I wonder what's under the hood of that. Come on. Give us a shot under the hood. You know you want to. Damn it. It's got a 360 in it. 5.9. 5.9. Not the good 5.9. Ooh. Yikes. See, this would be a good shut up and fix it candidate. Just shut up and fix it. Yeah, that is very rough. Oh man, what the hell happened to this thing? Yep, V8. No, not commons. You don't make commons. What have I done? This is your fault, man. You did this. It's been fun. Hope you don't stress too much with with too much to do. Nah, it's good, Spoop. We'll be all right. I'm glad you had a good time. I want you to hit that Pythos in the face, really freaking hard. Standard dash condition for a Ram. Okay. Wait a minute. Bro. T-tops. Oh, T-tops. Space and Rocket Review, Auto Trading Hour. Actually, this may be more useful. The lathe. Yeah, Cyborg, can you imagine? We gotta make some rocket engines in the freaking garage or something? I'm pretty sure someone would have something to say about that. Those T-tops are very easily stolen. Ask me how you know. Uh-oh. It looks like this car was jacked. Look at the... Yeah. Oh. 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 That carpet is not green from the factory. I can confirm that the Camaro in 97 did not come with a green interior from the factory. That's not... Oh, T-top, yeah, T-top's leaking water. This car is a freaking petri dish. Oh, JVC, very nice. See, this might be a shut up and fix it candidate. Maybe. What's under the hood? I can't tell. No.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
38, what is that, a 3.8? 3,800? Dwarf Man, 19-month resub. Thanks, dude. It's that time again. That thing is rough. Very rough. I think so for the reels, yeah. This just seems like fun to mess with. Oh, a telehandler. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. That'd be really cool. Ship 24 is positioned to have the lift squid attached for the lift. Yeah, cool. Cool, cool. What? What is this? Aviation parts. Huh? Huh. Huh. Got some government surplus jet engine bolts to hold my lawnmower blades on. Oh, alright. Well, there you go. What is that? Sunstrand Advanced Technology ECC 1053-740-160 KC-135 BPCU test stand? What's a BPCU? I don't know what that is. That's a very specific piece of equipment, but it looks cool. It looks cool, man. What's the most expensive thing in here? You mine Bitcoin with it. Seats. In Pennsylvania, what's that, Cyborg? Oh, Miller-Matic 251 for $5. How? How is that even possible? The BPCU is a bus power control unit. That doesn't really help. That doesn't really help me. Uh-oh. I found something I probably shouldn't have found. What is that? Look at the pushback tractor. There was a truck near the top of air. Yeah, it's that stubby. It's the airport tug. There's so much cool stuff on here, man. Classic automobiles. '65 F100 chassis and frame. El Camino. Forder, nice. That's a cool car. 91 Cadillac. You need to buy you something from the Boneyard. There's so much cool stuff in here. Well, all right, what's under automobiles? What's just oh. Okay. Yep. Nope. Shouldn't be. Yep. That I can't afford that. Let's go price lowest first. Yep. Let's go down the other end. Let's go down the other end and let's see what we can find here. Anything cool? Astrovan. Whoa, Asterion. Wow. What are you trying to buy? I'm just being a dick to myself. 65 T-Bird. NXJ6. Cool. I'm going deep down the rabbit hole, man. I looked in the trap, Ray. Generators, medical supplies, field gear, military trailers. Oh, browse by category. I'm just gonna go with pickup trucks. Let's just go with pickup trucks. Just leave it at pickup trucks. Stop digging yourself a hole. I will do what I want. I made 10K today. That's right. That's right. I did. It's so bad. Oh, that 93 is mint. House first. Don't shut up, Pythos. I will shut up. Alright, let's sort by newest first and then go to the last page. We want the old stuff. Look at this. A 1927 what the hell? Okay, that's a little strange, but alright. There's a Model T in here. We saw that. 83 C10. That's in Canada, so it's monopoly money. Nissan hardbody right there. That's pretty cool. Cat eyes. There's a cat eye right there. Yeah. Alright. We should start racing pretty soon. But yeah, that's like all the cool stuff that we can do, guys. We could do this on a stream one night and just go buy something, you know? That's kind of cool. I think that's really neat. They currently have a Haas SL30T CNC lathe for $500. Wow. Back from practice for the NASCAR Cup Series here in St. Louis. That's cool. These generators are not expensive at all. Right, I'm heading off. All right, Giesen. All right. In my last link. It's my last link, that is. Okay. Yeah, well, at least we know that we can get good stuff on there. That's actually cool. That's really neat. Buy them, fix them, flip them. Yeah, something like that, Nighthound. That would be pretty cool. That's a nice picture, T-Man. Pretty sweet. Alright, guys. Want to switch over to racing?